What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CU04 YouTube channel. In this video we will be reviewing Carlisle United's transfer window for the 2022 summer. We signed 14 players in total, 5 of which are on loan and 7 which are transfers. Starting with the first transfer then, it is the 6'9" goalkeeper, of course. It's our new number 1, TOMAS, the 30-year-old. He's had a long career by the look of that. He's had a few loan deals, Gillingham, and then he went to Ipswich. Obviously he was at Port Vale last season. And now he's at Carlisle. From what I've seen of him this season so far, he's an absolute player. He's a great goalkeeper. He comes out and collects the ball off corners. He's very composed. He's very loud. You can hear him in the stands. And I sit right at the back. So a very good signing there with Thomas Holly. A nice guy as well. I've met him. I've spoke to him. Nice guy. Anyway, moving on to our second goalkeeper, we signed number 30, Michael Kelly, the 26-year-old coming in from part-time football over in Ireland, coming into a full-time job here at Carlisle United. I've only seen him play against Manchester United under 21s. I don't think his distribution was as good as Thomas Holly, but I think he'll be a good keeper going forward and definitely a great second choice goalkeeper with a bit of experience to come off that bench if needed. So 2 goalkeepers for Carlisle then, to be replacing Mark Howard. And then coming in defence, we have the 34-year-old. Our number 6, it is Paul Huntington. Scored last week against Rochdale. Has definitely had a lengthy career. We won't talk about the Leeds stuff though, shall we? But Paul Huntington, I think it's a great experience centre-back to bring in. He's looking lively on the pitch as well. Good for the young lad like FINLEY and Corey Whelan as well. So I think that's a great signing in Paul Huntington there. Definitely one Paul Simpson's looked at and thought, yeah, I need that for the experience factor. Moving on to a less experienced player, he's only 19 years old, number 25, Finn back. From what I've seen of him, I think he's great. I think as a right wing back, he gets forward really well. He plays the ball. He's good on the ball. He's got that little bit of skill move that you want with him. He's in and out of plays. He's drawing fouls. He's strong. He's good in the air for a small lad. And so I think Finn back. I think it's a loan deal, this one, from Forest. I think he's a top player though. And then another loan deal we've got is Ben BARCLAY, number 26, 25-year-old. Unfortunately injured at the moment. But the first couple of games he played, I was quite impressed actually. When we signed him, I was thinking, why are we signing someone from Stockport on loan? It seems a bit of an odd one, but obviously we need defensive numbers. I think the first few games he looked really good. He looked solid. Obviously, unfortunately, now he's got injured, which isn't great. But when he comes back into the fold, I think he'll definitely be one of the players on the team sheet. And then another loan deal, we have our number 33, another young lad, 20 years of age, DUNCAN, coming from Bristol City on loan. I haven't really seen much of him. I know he played in the Manchester United game. I didn't really notice him, if I was going to be perfectly honest, whether that's a good or a bad thing. And the games he's came on in League 2 have just been like for 5 minutes or like a minute at the end. So I can't really say much on DUNCAN. Another defender though, and to strengthen that defensive role for us. In midfield then, what a signing this man has been, number 4, OWEN MOXON, 24 years of age. He's strong, he's physical. He loves a tackle. He loves a slide tackle. He'll put, he'll wear the badge on his sleeve. I think he's been a fantastic signing so far. Obviously Carlisle lad as well, playing for his hometown club. I think it's been a brilliant signing. His distribution is fantastic. His set pieces are brilliant, and I just think the way that he moves the ball, wins the ball back with the tackles, great sign for us, OWEN MOXON. Then we've got our number 12, 21-year-old midfielder on a loan deal from Fulham, SONNY HILTON. Now, one, he looks like a Coutinho. Do you guys think? I think he looks like a Coutinho. But what a nimble player this kid is. I think what I've seen of him so far, I'm impressed. I like him. I've heard a lot of Fulham fans saying he's a baller. But for me, I think SONNY HILTON will be a fantastic player for us going forward into the season when we need them fresh legs in the midfield. Moving on to another midfield then on a transfer / new deal. Technically, is a transfer. It is that man, Jamie Devitt, 32 years old, number 28. Jamie Devitt coming in. Look at that career he's had, mind. All them teams. But you know what? Jamie Devitt, for me, I was chuffed a bit when I seen this signing, when I seen him holding the scarf up in the main stand. Absolutely love it. I think he's a great utility player. I think the experience he brings is fantastic. He's still got legs in him. He can play a ball. That ball to Gibson against Rochdale, unbelievable. Jamie Devitt, chuffed with that. New deal then for Brennan Dickenson, number 11, currently out injured. So we won't be seeing him for a while, I don't think. I think I think Brendan Dickinson's a good player. I think when he finds his position, he'll be a really good player. But he's been playing all over the pitch. He's played left wing back, he's played midfield, he's played strike under Chris Beach. I think once he gets that position, which I think is left wing back, he should come into his own. But from what I've seen, I wasn't gutted, but I wasn't over the moon when I seen he signed a new deal. And then we've got here another new deal in Taylor Charters, number 15, midfielder, 20 years old. Went out to Gateshead last season, he's come back in for us this year. I think off the bench, it would be a good option when we need them legs in the midfield, when, you know, people are tired. He's not going to be a starter, obviously, he's still young, he needs experience, but I think he's going to get that under Paul Simpson. And as I say, coming off the bench in the latter stages of games, latter stages of the season, could be a great player to have. Jayden Harris then coming in from Aldershot, 22-year-old midfielder, big lad in the midfield, number 29. Now, I've only seen him play once. He possibly played against Manchester United, I can't really remember. But the game against Rochdale, he looked tired, he looked sluggish, but that's to be expected. He's not been playing at this level. He needs to get back into, he needs to get into a routine of playing League Two football. And I think it'll be a good sign in the end for us there. And then we've got onto the strikers and a loan deal for Jack Stretton. I've heard a lot of people happy with this one. Jack Stretton there. I haven't seen much of him, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. He's only young, another loan deal, good learning under Simo, but we'll see how this one pans out. I've not a lot I can say on him, but nice to see we have striking options, because the next person we're going to talk about, unfortunately, is injured as well. Like, quite a lot of our new signings by the sounds of it. It's that man, it's Ryan Edmondson. Of course it is. Ryan Edmondson at number 29. Number 29, number 9, and he's 21 years old. Won the playoffs last season with Port Vale. I think once he gets fit and once he gets that first goal, he'll be unstoppable. But unfortunately, at the moment, injuries are hindering him. But I think he'll be top player for us. I think Paul Simpson signed proper number 9 for us there. So I'm very happy with the sign of Ryan Edmondson. What are you guys thinking on our transfer window then? Do you think we've had a good one or a bad one? Leave in the comments down below. Please leave a like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next one.